are ready. Mondays with Marc, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mondays with Marc. I'm Marc, and we are on your favorite YouTube channel, SmokeySteveAndMarc, right? Very cool. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. It's great to see you. I had a very, very, very long weekend, and it's very nice to be here with you tonight. So this is week 5 in our DIY Halloween countdown. Yes, it is, and we have a cool little project to do tonight, if I must say so myself. But anyway, let's get right to it. We have a lot of exciting things coming up. So I wanted to tell you, first of all, as you know, our Halloween special is Sunday the 20th, less than a week. I'm starting to get nervous. I feel like we have so much stuff to do. But it should be a lot of fun. And that means we have less than a week, too, to get your photos in for our Halloween special photo contest. And all that is just send us a picture either on Facebook, Instant Messenger, Instagram, to our email, SmokeySteveAndMarc@yahoo.com. Send us a photo, anything dealing with Halloween. You in a costume, maybe the decorations of your house, if you dressed up your cute little pooch in a costume, anything Halloween oriented, send us a photo for our contest. And what we're going to do is we're going to choose it live during our Halloween special, just randomly, and the winner receives a $50 prepaid gift card, so you can buy all your Halloween goodies for Halloween, right? So I'm super excited about it. The photos are already coming in. I love seeing those photos, let me tell you. So make sure you get them in. Times are running out. It really is. I'm like, this month is flying by. I mean, tomorrow is the middle of the month. I'm like shocked. I don't know where the time is going. But anyway, let's see. Tomorrow, I'm thinking, I was working with my boss at work, Dom, and he's been in maybe 1 or 2 other videos real quick. You may have seen him if you've been watching us for a while. But we've been working. He's a very dear friend of mine, too. I mean, I've been working with him for a long time. I've learned a lot from him. He's a very, very, very good person. We've been working together, and I'm helping him create his own YouTube channel, you know, because I'm such a professional with YouTube, right? But I know just a little bit more than he knows about it. So we're working together. He's putting together his own YouTube channel, and it's going to be all cooking videos, and his humor comes out. It's a lot of fun. And his concept is like restaurant quality cooking done simply, you know, like he simplifies it, and it's really, really good. So we filmed his first video, we filmed an intro to it, so it's just about ready to go. So I'm thinking maybe tomorrow we will show you his very, very first video. I'm very excited to help him with this and be part of it with him. It's a lot of fun, and I think you'll like it too. So I don't know, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Definitely this week. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow, and let's see what else is coming up. Oh God, this weekend is like so exciting. We got the Halloween special on Sunday. Steven is going to do a live stream coffee talk on Saturday. That should be so fun. I wish I didn't have to work so I could be there, but I'm hoping I can check in from work, you know, because the live streams are so much fun, and I dig his coffee talks. I do. Although I am partial, but, you know, I do like them, and so that should be a lot of fun. That's Saturday. We'll have to come up with something exciting for Friday, too. We'll just make it a big weekend of funness. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so yeah, I did want to tell you that. And send him your best wishes. Steven, he's not feeling well. We're all not feeling well in this household. I mean, Bandit included. I think he has a little kitty cold now. Poor thing. No, this time of the year, Bandit gets allergies every year, so we've been putting his medicine on, and it's subsiding now. But I feel so bad for him, you know. It's like a kid, you know. You just want to take it away, and you can't. But Steven has a bit of a cold too, and I'm just crossing our fingers that it doesn't get worse, you know. So if you could send him your well wishes, you know. So I'm gonna do my best to nurse him back to health, you know. So we'll see. But anyway, I guess enough of me rambling on and on and on. Why don't we get right to our project today? Last week, what did we do last week? Oh, we made our wall hangings. It was pretty cool. Someone sent a picture of one that they did. thank you. That was so great. You know I totally dig when you send me pictures. So if you ever do any of these projects, snap a picture and send them to me. You'll make my day, for real. But today we're going to do something really, really cute. We are going to make a My Pet Ghost. Isn't it adorable? It's all recycled, upcycled, whatever you want to call it. And this little project was inspired by a gift that Steven's mom gave us many, many years ago. I think I had just moved here, so we're talking, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago. She gave me, it was from Hallmark, it was called My Pet Ghost, and you hit it, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but a little ghost flashes on there, and it says My Pet Ghost. And I think there was a series of these, maybe 4 or so. But I thought, oh, how cute that is, My Pet Ghost. So I thought I could come up with something like that using like things I have around the house. So I did. I came up with My Pet Ghost, and he lights up. And I think it makes a really cute decor item for Halloween. So why don't we get right to it? All right. So for this project, you will need a jar. Now, I used the Tostitos salsa jars because I pretty much eat salsa every single day. So we are going to use, but you could use any kind of jar. You know those Yankee Candle jars? They would make a really, really great one. And you could do any size you want too. You could do little mini ones, or you could do a big giant one too. So you can customize it any way you want. So you need a jar, and that jar you're going to want to take all the labels off it and wash it inside and out so you have a nice plain jar like that. And the lid, I just painted the outside of it black, but a lot of the lids already are painted black, so you don't have to worry about it, and you don't have to worry about the inside. All right, so we got those 2 items. You're going to need a piece of round styrofoam for the base. I got these at the dollar store. They come in packs of 2 for $1. You can already find them black. I just spray painted this one black, okay? But you can purchase them black or dark green too, either way. So you want to get a round one for the base, depending on the size of your jar. This is a 4-inch round one that fits really, really nice with this jar, all right? So you have that. Black spray paint if you want to paint your... If you want to paint your base, you'll need some regular tacky glue. You will need a styrofoam ball, and I have that right here to show you. This will make the head of your ghost, and they also sell these at the dollar store in packs like this for $1. So you can get that. Okay, so I want to keep this here. We don't need this. Okay. In addition to that, you'll need some white fabric. This is just a scrap old sheet that I used, and you're going to want to cut it into a round shape like that. Again, depending on the size you're going to make, you'll cut it accordingly, and when we get into the steps, you'll understand what that means. All right, white duct tape, always a staple in our house. Scissors, a little bit of twine, again, got it at the dollar store. You'll need skewers. I have my handy big pack of skewers like this. This will make the body of the ghost. If you don't have skewers, any type of item like this, you could use those large toothpicks if you're going to do a smaller one, but I would recommend just a wooden skewer of any kind. We need one of those, so we'll keep that there. Battery-operated tea lights, and they do sell these at the dollar store, but my tip on that, always get the battery-operated tea lights that have a timer function on it. Then you don't have to constantly be turning it on and off or changing the batteries, okay? Just try to do that. And you can get those on Amazon. A whole big pack of them was $8, so that's how I have so many of them. But you could use a regular one too. I made it so it's easy to change the battery. I am using floral wire. This will make the arms of the ghost, or totally optional. You don't have to use that if you just want to have him be a straight ghost. You don't have to use the floral wire. A black Sharpie, some Spanish moss, and you'll need some spray starch or liquid starch if you have it. My favorite, poster putty. Gosh, I use this for so many different things. And last but not least, ribbon. And I'll show you what we're gonna do with the ribbon later. I think I used this in another project. I dig this ribbon. They look like little disco balls. Anyway, all right. God, do I ramble. Anyway, let's get right on to it. All right, so In no particular order, I'm just going to go through it how I made it, and I've decided, since making these crafting videos, I'm just going to like kind of quickly demonstrate how I did it instead of doing a step by step and you watching me do each piece. I just think it makes for a faster video. I hope it doesn't confuse people if you're trying to make this. As always, I'll post it on Facebook with some directions on there. And another bit of exciting news, we're working on our own website. Yes, we are, SmokeySteveAndMarc.com. Oh my goodness. But that will give me the perfect, perfect place to do a whole tutorial for these different crafts I make. So I could say, hey, if you want a detailed tutorial on it, just head over to our website, you know, and then I can do each step, you know, individually that way. So anyway, so the first thing we're going to do, I already told you, you're going to take your labels off, wash and dry your jar, set it aside. It'll dry by the time you're ready to use it. Now, the next thing we're going to do is either paint your, the only thing that's going to show a little bit is the lip of the lid. So if there's writing on it, you can just paint around the lip. That's totally fine. Now, first what you're going to want to do is paint your styrofoam disc so you can let it dry to get on to the next step if you didn't buy the black one already. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make a little indent for the jar to set in so this becomes the base. So the easiest way to do that I had found, and you can use a paring knife or an X-Acto knife. I wouldn't really use a razor. I'd use something with a handle. It makes it a heck of a lot easier, all right? So you're going to take your lid, set it on top. Here, we'll do this side. Set it on top of your styrofoam like that, and draw all the way around it just to make an outline of your lid. Now, to that, I'm just going to take my paring knife and I cut, now I'll flip it over, and then cut all the way around it like that. I've already started this if you haven't figured. And then to get the inside scooped out a little bit. Now you don't want to go all the way through to the bottom. Leave a little bit of space. If you go all the way through, it's okay. I'll show you what to do. But you want to leave a little space because we're just making an indent. Then you're going to score it like this, 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 this. Turn it, score it again. Do, 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 do. Now, get yourself a box. Set it down here, and now we're just going to scoop out the insides just with your fingers. It can be really rough. None of this is going to be seen, so you want to get that all out so you have about a quarter to a half inch of an indent in there. Just like that. Everything will just fall out because you scored it, and your box saves all the crumblies from falling on your floor. I learned that the hard way. And let me tell you, styrofoam is the hardest thing to get out of carpets. Let me tell you. All right, so now we have our base. Now, to this, again, totally optional, I used the ribbon and I just glued it all the way around to look like that. So we have a nice finished edge for the base, okay? Yay! Alright, now next, get your box out again, and we're going to get our handy dandy tacky glue, and we are going to put glue all the way around the top of it, not on the inside where we made our little indent there. We're going to put glue all the way around it, and we're going to add moss to it to give it a little rustic kind of look, maybe a little spookier look, you know. And you want to be pretty generous with the glue because, first of all, the styrofoam is very, very porous, and secondly, so is the moss. So, you know, try to cover it as best as possible, like that. Okay, like that. And then set it down in your box as to not make a mess. And then we're going to use our Spanish moss. And we're going to cover the lip of the base. Moss. I've used moss in a lot of projects too. I dig moss. I do. I have it everywhere for Halloween, for decorating. And we're just going to push it down. And we're going to do this all the way around it so the whole base is covered. And again, it doesn't have to be neat, because after it's dried, we're just going to trim it up a little bit all the way around so we have a nice base. Set this aside and let it dry. Now onto the ghost. Okay, now I'm going to do this as simple as possible, okay? The tea light is what's going to hold your ghost up in the jar. So we're going to take a skewer, take your tea light, get yourself some white duct tape. And I just say white because the ghost is white. You could use any kind of tape if you want. Put a dot of glue on your tea light, just like that. And then take your skewer, and you could either trim it now or let's just trim it now. According to the size of your jar, how high you want your ghost to be, you're going to trim down your skewer. For example, like if I put this all the way up in there, it's going to hit the top, and that's too tall. So I already measured this, and I know that I have to take an inch off of my skewer. So I'm just going to cut an inch off like that. All right? So now to the bottom of it, stick your tape like that. And then where you put the glue, set your skewer onto the glue and tape it on like that. Okay, and that's the body of the ghost. Now next you're going to take your styrofoam ball and put it, I'm trying to show you, put it on that, and that'll be the head of your ghost like that. And this part, if you want to make arms, just grab yourself some floral twine like this, just a little piece of twine, and we're going to take it and you're going to put it around here. I'll just do it real quick and show you, just like that. Okay, there we go, just like that, and then secure it with a piece of duct tape. None of this will be seen, so I know it looks crazy, but it's actually not that. All right, so you have that, and however you want your arms to look, if you want them to be up, down, whatever, just like that. Now we have our little frame for our ghost, just like that. Now, to the bottom of the tea light, get yourself some poster putty, and I'll show you why. This is another handy little tip. And you're going to put it on the bottom like that. And then we're going to stick it onto the bottom of the lid like this, on the inside of the lid. And you want the stick to be more towards the center. And you're going to push it down like that so it holds it. Now, the reason for the poster putty is so that you can take it off easily to change the batteries or to turn it on and off if you need to. So, like that. You don't want it to be permanent because you'll never be able to get in there. So that's our frame of our ghost. He lost his head! Where did his head go? We're heads! Remember that? Oh my gosh, I still have dreams about the Golden Girls special, let me tell you. Well, we'll just get another one. Where did his head go? Alright. Well, there. We found it. Alright. There. Now that's that. Okay. So, next step. You have your circle of white fabric. You've already measured it so that it fits, you know, and that's essentially what we're going to do with it. So, I had already pre-measured that. Depending on your size, you'll know how big to make your round piece of white fabric. Now, we are going to take it, and we're going to spray it with spray starch, or if you have the liquid starch, that's fine too. And you want to do a generous coating on it, both sides. You want it to be wet. I mean, it doesn't have to be dripping wet, but you want to put enough on it so that when it dries, it does hold its shape. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good there. Yeah, that's good. All right. So now we have a damp piece of white fabric. And you're going to simply lay it on, center it on top of the head of the ghost, like so. And you just want to make sure it's even all the way around. We're going to tuck it down in so it doesn't, it's not, this doesn't have to be perfect, but this is going to be your ghost, so you want to make him look nice. All right, so now he's on there, and we have his arms sticking out. Okay, so basically, this is what you have, like that. Now, I think that looks nice just the way that it is, and you certainly could leave it like that if you want. But I just added a little something to mine by taking a piece of twine. Oh, it's already cut. Boy, I'm one step ahead of the game here. All right. And this part's optional. If you want to, I gave him a little collar. So right at the base of the styrofoam, I just tied the twine around it. See, this would be a good time for, like, a close-up, like, of how I'm doing this, So anyway, just like that. I think he looks cool like that, with the little thingy around him like that. Okay, anyway, so now you're going to set him aside to dry. And that takes about 10 minutes, maybe, for the starch to dry, maybe 15 minutes. So we're just going to leave it like, oh, I'm sorry. Like at this point, too, while he's wet, you can fiddle with him. You can make little wrinkles if you want. You can change the arms. You can do whatever. Once it dries, then it'll be a little more stiff and it'll hold its shape for forever, really. All right, so that's why we spray it with spray starch. So you can like move him around and put little more like ruffles in him if you want, whatever whatever you want to do with that. And then we'll add the eyes to him after he's dried. So, all right, so we have our base, we have our ghost inside the lid. Now, we are going to make our sign. I got these little signs. They're chalkboard signs. I got these at the dollar store. They're a pack of 4 for $1. I think that's so super cool. And I just wrote on here, my pet ghost. That's, I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than my pet. Anyway, I'm not doing it. I'll show you the finished product. Like that. Now, if you don't have these little signs, you can make your own. Just get a piece of black cardstock and write on the chalk will work on black cardstock, or you can get a white paint pen too, or any color really. You just want to make a little sign that says "My Pet Ghost," and we're gonna stick him. Well, let's do it all in order here. All right. So now we have our sign. And our ghost magically is dry. He's not dry, but you get the idea. And we're going to put a little face on him. And I chose to just do eyeballs instead of a mouth. Just like that. I hope you can see this. Again, see, I don't know doing it like this if you can actually see this, but we just put a face on the ghost. Okay. Now we're going to assemble everything. Now we have our jar, and you just pop him over like that, screw it together like that, and set it in your base like that. Okay, now we have this done. We're going to put our little My Pet Ghost sign in, like that. And at this point, if you have any little, I don't know what you call them, little accent pieces. I have these little pumpkins I put on there. You can put little pumpkins around the bottom. If you have stickers, I think tiny little bat stickers would look cute all over it. Embellish it any way you want, okay? And we have our finished product, My Pet Ghost. Isn't he cute? And he lights up and changes color. I don't know if you can see that or not. Ooh, spooky ghost. Anyway, yeah, these are the pumpkins there, but anything you want. So anyway, that's My Pet Ghost. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. It was great spending the evening with you. I hope you enjoyed this little project. As always, I'll post it on Facebook if you want to make one yourself. If you have any questions, just send me a comment. I'll answer them the best I can. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, definitely subscribe. And check us out on Facebook, check us out on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Thank you again for watching. Stay positive, everybody. Boo.